Awesome. I cannot wait to just go through every little step that I've planned out for you. So tonight we're talking about how I made my first $1,000 online. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for hopping on. So for those of you that don't know, I'm Kim. I am a prenatal postnatal fitness specialist. I help pregnant women stay fit during their pregnancy so that they can recover quicker postpartum. And I help moms start their businesses so that they can spend more time with their babies and leave their 9-to-5 jobs and make money from home. This kind of happened naturally because it's what I was able to do, and now I'm sharing it with others. But tonight, I really want to just go over, or first we're going to make sure that this is for you. So I'm going to be breaking it down how I really got started, but this is for you if you want to make money online. You have no idea where to begin when it comes to starting a business or working from home. You're kind of like just wanting the first few steps here. If you're wondering how the heck how people make money on Instagram, maybe like you're following a lot of women or moms or girls who are doing this and you're like, what is the secret? I'm going to tell you tonight. This is for you if you want to learn the steps to start making money right now. And if you're a mom who wants to spend more time with your kids and less time at a job you hate, maybe you want this to be a full-time thing, not just like an extra $1,000 a month. Okay. So this is not for you. I just want to preface, this is not for you. If you're really happy with your current income and you don't want any extra money, this might not be for you. Or if you aren't willing to take the time to try something new. So if you're expecting to watch this and you're like, oh, Kim's going to tell me how to make money, but then you don't apply the things that I tell you, you don't make any changes, don't expect to see extra money in your bank account. Like, you have to do the things. Yeah. All right. So my intention and my overall intention, and for this call tonight, is to help other moms learn the tools, or other women learn these tools to make money from home. Because my goal is to give you the strategies that I use to start making money. And I want you to make money like a mother so that you can enjoy dinner with your family while the money starts pouring in. I share my story in hopes that it will motivate you to step outside of your comfort zone and to take the leap of faith to pursue a life that you truly, truly love. And I also want you to know that what I'm sharing with you is accessible. Like what I did, you can do too. And I'm going to break it down for you so that you really understand the first few steps and you know that you have the same potential. All right. If you're wondering what we're covering tonight, this is a little overview. We just did a little introduction. I'm going to get more into why I started my business. I'm going to show you a timeline of my journey. I'm going to be revealing my side hustle income from 2017 and 2018, like the exact dollar amount. So you want to stay here for that, because I didn't even know this until I was like, I'm going to share this with people. I actually had to go look it up and take out a calculator and like tally all these numbers together. Like I honestly didn't have a number. So sitting down and like looking at them, wow, it was just crazy. Wait till you guys hear how much I made. It's going to blow your mind. Maybe you don't know why yet. Maybe it's a lot. Maybe it's not a lot. You have to wait and find out. I'm also going to share mistakes that I made along the way and how you can avoid them and not waste your time doing what I did. And then the strategies I used to make money online and what you can start doing tonight if you wish. If you want to move at lightning speed and just get right into it. And then I'm going to be sharing a special offer I have with you. I didn't even put that on here, but I have something special for you at the end. All right, so a little bit more about my background. I was a full-time graphic design teacher. And I know a lot of people say like, oh, a teacher's salary, you don't really make a lot of money. I was making a good amount of money because I was teaching a vocational trade. I look at this picture of myself and I laugh because it was not a good picture, clearly. But yeah, I was making a really good income. I love the hours, but I went from a full-time teacher to working 2 days a week as a fit pregnancy coach from home. So I wanted to teach because I really liked designing, graphic design. Yeah, Lauren's a teacher. She gets it. But I really liked the summers off, the shorter hours. Working with kids was fun and exciting. And I liked it because I kind of was my own boss. If you're a teacher, you know what it's like to like be in a classroom and kind of like have control of what you're going to do that day. It's fun, right? But what I didn't like was the thought of staying there for 30 years. Something in my heart was telling me this is not for you. I cannot see myself 30 years from now, even 5 years from now, still doing this. Like when Ayla's 7 and now Rosie would be 5, I cannot imagine being in that classroom still. So I hated dragging myself to work every day. And the thought of paying someone else to spend time with my girls so I could be in this classroom with these kids. Like, I was living for the weekend. I was living for summer break. I know it's summer break right now, so you teachers are probably like, this is the life. And I get it. I love the summertime, but I immediately started dreading going back to school. So I just knew I wanted something different, and it took some time for me to figure that out. And I did spend over a year during my teaching career developing my next job. So a little timeline. In February of 2017, Ayla was 6 months old. That's when I really was like, this is going to happen. I'm setting some goals for myself. I want to see some changes. I want this. And then June 2017, I made a blog and I took a business course. So I was like taking the steps in the right direction. And then October 2017, I was trying a lot of different things. So this is what I'm going to like share with you, like where my income came from in 2017 and what it looked like. And that wasn't until January 2018 where I hired a coach, got certified. In November, I decided to quit my job. And it wasn't because I had a steady income. It's just honestly, I quit my job because I was on maternity leave with Rosie. And I was like, I should probably tell them I'm not going back because I really don't want to. And I was willing to take the leap whether or not, I mean, I had a certain amount, like I didn't have like an X amount of dollars I had to make, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I quit my job in November and I went full time in January, and today I'm thriving. I love that word. So yes, I love what I do, and I'm so excited every morning I get to wake up and like do what I truly love. I get to share it with others. I get to help other women. And yeah, I'm loving it. So let's break it down now. All right. We're getting into the juicy stuff. We're only like 8 minutes in and we're getting into it. So, in 2017, right? I spent money. I was like, I really want this. I want to figure this out. So I invested into an online business course. I also bought a website and domain, which you don't have to do, but I did because I wanted a website. I wanted to have this blog and a brand. And then I invested money in like webinars here and there for 200, like all these little things. It's like, make money from home. And I was like, yes, I want that. So I paid the money and I ended up spending, this is a rough estimate because I'm sure there were other things that I was buying and investing in. So roughly I spent $3,050 in 2017 on building my business. So what did I make? I'm going to tell you. Oh, shoot, you can kind of see the answer. I'm going to hide it. So what did I do in 2017? All right, so my Instagram I had for 3 years, and I was building it up. I had about 3,000 followers. Then I started my blog, and I was posting at least once a week, and I was building an email list, which I should have included on here, but I didn't. But it wasn't many people, like maybe 50. And most of those were from my contact list in my email. I already had the people, like my friends and family, basically. Then I was hosting in-person Fit Mom workouts, which it did not go well, to say the least. And I think 2 people paid me for the entire 2 months that I was trying to do that. It was not a good situation, but I learned a lot from it. Then I was packaging my HIIT workouts because I was doing home workouts and talking about them on Instagram. And so I sold them as a guide for $25. And I also wanted to create this happiness kit that was about, setting goals and living a healthier life and having happier life with a healthy mindset. And I also had a monthly membership on my website, $19. So you can see, I had these offers. I was connecting with these 3,000 people in my email list, and I want to know how much I made. I'm going to show you. So, if you had to guess, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you I made $431 in 2017 from my side hustle. $431. Now, if you want to break it down, I didn't go back and hold on, my Zoom is giving me a notification. I hope I'm still on. If something went wrong, I apologize. But yeah, so I don't know the numbers of how many guides I sold, but basically if I sold 4 of these, 2 of those, 5 of those, and 10 workouts, that's what I did to make $400. 431. I got to give myself some credit. So obviously this was not replacing my teaching income. And if you subtract the amount of money I spent, I was in the negative. I made a lot of mistakes. So let's just talk about those really quickly. So here's mistakes I made. I thought I needed this website. I did not need a website. I didn't need a website. However, I did enjoy having it. I liked the idea of blogging. I liked having a place to put all my thoughts. Looking back now, I wish I started a podcast because I don't know. I just think it would have been funner or more fun. Excuse me. English is not my, or like grammar. It's okay. All right. So not all online courses are created equal. This is something I had to learn. I give myself credit for this too. Like I was so desperate and like determined and dedicated. And I was like, I'm going to do all the things. So I was buying these online courses and I was doing all the material, getting as much free content, reading, researching, trying to figure it all out when I really wasn't getting the answers that I needed. Like I needed answers to my questions. I needed someone to hold my hand. I needed a mentor. And I was trying to do it alone. So, and we're going to get to that, but I wasn't confident in anything that I offered. All of the things I had, I was kind of like, oh, I have like some of my workouts in this guide if you want to check them out. Or like, I just wasn't super confident about it. I also felt weird trying to sell stuff to people. Does anyone else feel like that? You're like, oh, I have to sell things? That just feels weird. So I wasn't confident in that way. I didn't know how to communicate with my audience. Like I didn't know that I didn't make the connection that I was actually talking to people. Like I just felt like I had 3,000 followers and they were listening to what I said, but I wasn't really engaging in the right way. I really should have just been getting to know them, getting to know these women and helping them solve their problems, listening to what their problems were. I wasn't doing it correctly. And then working alone is really hard. That's a mistake I made, was just like trying to figure it out by myself, not connecting with other women who were doing the same thing, not reaching out for help from, for mentors or coaches or anything like that. I was just trying to do it on my own, which clearly $400, I mean, I put in a lot of work and I wasn't getting that back, barely. All right, so 2018, or what I should have done. Oh, not there. What I should have done was get really clear on what I offer and who I serve. Getting clear on what I offer and who I serve. So this doesn't mean like you have to create a product to sell, but it means you need to get clear on what you can offer. If you want to make money, what are you offering people? Are you offering motivation and inspiration? Are you offering really cool workouts? Are you offering ideas for crafts for stay-at-home moms to do with their kids? Like, what are you offering? It doesn't have to be a physical product. Again, it could be an idea. It could be motivation. It could be energy. Like, what do you put out there that people will come to you for? And who are these people that you're serving? For me, it was moms and pregnant women, but I didn't know that at the time. I was just like trying to talk to everybody and have these hit workouts for anyone that were going to make everyone happy. And I even had a happy kit for anyone and everyone. It just like was all over the place. So I wasn't clear. I didn't have one clear offer. I had like several really weird offers that were all over the place. I should have worked with a coach or mentor. Like I really should have found someone. I had these bigger picture mentors that I would look up to and just like see what they did, but I would never communicate with them because honestly, even if I reached out, I'm thinking of people like Gabby Bernstein, if anyone knows her, like Oprah. Like if I send over an email or Gabby Bernstein, I don't think they would respond. I just don't believe they would. So finding someone who could help me and could respond to me would have been a fantastic idea. I was playing so small and I wasn't stepping into my power. I had the mindset that like all I could offer was these small little things. And like I said, I wasn't really confident about it. So being able to step into my power and own it and say like, I have an awesome hit guide that I would love to sell you. Or no one, I don't think anyone ever says, I would love to sell you. No, that is not the wording to use either. But I wasn't stepping into my power. I was playing really small. I was like, maybe someone will want to buy this, like being really shy and hesitant about it. And then I wasn't collaborating with appropriate people or brands. Like I wasn't really putting myself out there. I was not networking. I was not reaching out, thinking bigger scale, bigger picture. Wasn't doing that at all. So then 2018 came. All right. Now in 2018, I had about 6,000 followers. That's a lot. That like doubled in a year. And then, that should say 10,000 by November. So I didn't have 10,000 followers until November of 2018, which was 8 months ago. So then I created my first online program in January. Another like kind of wishy-washy thing. It was called A Course in Clarity. It was a goal-setting course. You guys, 3 people bought the course, one of which was my mom. Thanks, Mom. I would do the same for my daughters. Oh gosh, she loves me. I also hired a coach. That was another investment, but it helped me in monumental ways. I also hosted virtual boot camps for moms. I got pre and postnatal certified. So I really was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I really just made that decision. And that's what I'm talking about, stepping into your power or getting clear on who you're serving, what you're offering. I created a fit pregnancy guide. I collaborated with brands who aligned with my vision. I connected with other like-minded women, and I focused. You guys, this is like, if you take anything from this, or if you want to grow your Instagram, I focused on delivering value. Write that down. Focusing on delivering value. That is really important, because before I was just like posting post-workout selfies and saying, I just did a workout, feeling great. That's not that people aren't going to want to. So, I mean, they might be like, oh, that's cool. You're really sweaty. I like your shirt. Like, that's all you're going to get from that. But if you want people coming back to you, if you want people to look up to you and respect you and value you, you need to give them information. You need to give them value. So before, I could do a whole nother video on this. So if that would be helpful on Instagram growth, please write in the chat box now. Yes, please. IG growth tips. Let's hear that, because I could do a whole nother video, but I'm not going to go off the rails right now about that. Okay, Allison, it will happen. All right. So my 2018 income. So I was doing all of these things differently. I got clear. I hired a coach. I ran new programs, and I really just streamlined what I offered and stepped into my power. And in 2018, I made $18,398, which is a lot. Like, that's a lot of money. And I didn't really know it until I sat down the other day and like calculated it all out. I was like, wow, okay. And this is kind of when like that kind of gave me, I want to break it down even more, but yeah, thank you guys. So it wasn't until, I mean, in September. So picture this. Also in 2018, I was pregnant that entire year until mid-October. So I did all this pregnant. I did all this with a toddler who I was potty training, like working full time, like all the things. I was able to do this, make extra money. And I still wasn't like 100% confident leaving my job, because I was like, yeah, I did it before, but can I do it again? And the answer was yes, obviously, because I'm doing it now. I've made more than this. I've made triple this in the last 5 months, or just 2019. So I am telling you, it can happen. It will happen. And if you make the decision and jump in and commit yourself to this, and I get so passionate about it. But yes, it's possible for you. It's possible for anyone. I also want to show you, this is where I made my first $1,000. I really didn't tell you this is where I made it, but where the money came from, right? I kind of broke it down. So, the first 400 was from all those weird things. Then the next, more than 700, because when I did a course in clarity, and I told you I sold 3, they were priced at $279. So if you do the math, that's where like my $1,000 came from. And that was a 6-week course on goal setting in January that I ran. So I love it. I think it was pretty cool. But anyways, this is where I was working. Nothing fancy, like, honestly. All right. So, and this is what I learned I had to do. And this is what, if you want to start somewhere, which we're going to get to the steps and the strategies and like the specific things, whether that be creating a product or, influencer marketing stuff, we're going to get to that. But what you have to do is commit to yourself. You can't say like, oh, I want to do that, but then not do it. Or, oh yeah, that would be nice. If you seriously commit and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to figure it out, then it's going to happen. I also had to follow my heart. Like, things weren't easy. There was no clear end result for me. I was just kind of hoping things are going to work out, and I was following my heart, because if I didn't, I would still be teaching. Well, I'd be on summer break right now, but I would not be happy with myself. I spent a lot of my free time and money on creating. I spent my free time and money on designing and making my business and educating myself. I tried new things, lots of new things. I tried things that I wasn't really 100% comfortable with. I was super willing to fail. I did fail. I mean, I don't like to even use that word, but I tried things that weren't very successful. So I had to assess, reevaluate, create something else, and then try again. I had to stick with it even when there were no signs of success. Like in 2017, if I had typed out those numbers and said like, oh, well, I only made $400 and I just spent all this money and nothing, like this sucks, I could have totally threw in the towel. But that would have been so sad and such a disservice because I really had so much more potential. And then I was very resourceful. Like I told you, not only was I investing in those courses and doing the online things, I was doing free trainings. I was figuring things out on my own. I was, reaching out to people that could potentially help me. I was doing the research. I was learning and implementing new effective techniques, and I was asking for help. So I was doing a lot different things than in 2017 when I was just kind of playing small and guessing and trying and all the little things. So where can you start? These are the steps that you can start taking right now. But before we dive into that, I want to know, what is it that you really want? You have to set a goal for yourself in a sense, not like a super organized goal, but basically you need to be clear. Is it just extra money, like a side hustle you're aiming for right now? Or do you want like the real deal, like financial freedom, and you want to like go all out 100%, like dive into this? Like that's up for you to decide and just to reflect and think about. Because if you really subconsciously are like, oh, I want that freedom, I want it, like I want that life, but you're doing the side hustle, like kind of playing small, you can't expect, I mean, you can make some extra money, but you will never really be satisfied because you don't have the freedom that you want. Does that make sense? So really getting clear, setting that goal for yourself. And then, so either way, whether you just want extra money or a side hustle, or you want like full on freedom, like a career for yourself, the real deal. Either way, you got to set a goal. What would that look like for you? This is so fun. This is what I did in 2017. And I this will be another live training or another video, but I could read to you. I actually have it right here. My goals for 2017 and what I wanted my life to look like. And I'm honestly living it now. Pretty close. I'm not on a beach yet, but we're almost there, halfway. And then creating actionable steps based on those goals. So we're going to break down what you could potentially be doing. Then figuring out what works best for you and your lifestyle and your family. Asking for help, hiring a mentor, and staying committed. Like I said, you might fail. You have to be willing to fail, and you have to be willing to try things and not give up just because you wanted to work with one company or you tried one of these strategies and it didn't work. That doesn't mean you could stop. You have to keep trying. Try them all and then try them all again. So what are your options? There are so many options. So many ways to make money from home. You guys, there are so many ways to make money from home. So starting your own business is what I did. I think that anyone who is making money from home technically started their own business, whether or not they have their own products, whether they have a website or not. If you are being creative and resourceful and making money from home, you have a business. And whether you're making $400 a year or $4,000 or $400,000 a year, you are running a business. That's so funny. I'm just thinking of something funny my husband said. He makes fun of me sometimes because I don't know. I don't think he knows that I have a business, you guys. I don't think he knows. I should call him down here. We'll see. Maybe the after show. All right. So affiliate marketing, that is a very fun way to make money, especially if you're starting out. So real quick, if you have a product that you absolutely love, that you use every day, that you drink every day, that you eat every day, that whatever it is, go to their website right now and scroll to the bottom of the website and see if they have an affiliate link or an affiliate application. A lot of companies do this. And what it is basically you would sign up to become an affiliate. They would give you a discount code and you could share it with other people. And every time they use it, they would pay you. It's that simple. And they want you to do that because it's more people talking about their brand. It's essentially, it's very inexpensive advertising for them, because if you're talking about it, they don't have to like buy ads on billboards and TV commercials and YouTube videos anymore. So this is something I did starting in 2017, 2018. There's a couple brands. So if you're like, I'm not creative, I don't have to, or I don't know what to create, like a product to sell, you don't have to sell someone else's product and just get a commission. And there's no inventory for you. You don't have to like, I mean, unless you're already buying it, like that's your inventory, but it's like something you could use. Yeah, I'm explaining affiliate marketing, Camille, and we're going to go over, I mean, we can go in deep. So some companies, they will give you 10% of every order. Some companies do 15 or 20%. So figure out if there are companies that will allow you to become an affiliate. I do affiliate marketing. Like I have affiliates for me, and you can become one. If you are watching this and you're like, I have your program, how do I become an affiliate? Your Fit Pregnancy program. I'll give you money if people buy the affiliate program through you I don't give codes, but I give you a link. And if they click on your link and purchase it, I'll pay you. You can work for me. You can be an affiliate for me. That would be so cool. I'd love to have you. I'm hiring. But there's tons of different companies out there doing this. So it might take a little bit of research. You might see a lot out there. My number one way to find them is to look at the product you're already using and just go to their website and see if they have that as an option. That's step one. Okay, influencer marketing. This is a little bit different, and it kind of ties into collaborations and partnerships. So influencer marketing is basically brands will gift you a product, or sometimes you'll pay for them, and they will pay you to post about it or to mention it. It's that simple. And this can kind of, I've seen more recently, it kind of can be like a negative connotation where people are kind of like turned off by it now because they see it so much. But it also, like I said before, if it's a product that you are using and that you love, and they're going to give you money to hold it in a picture and like talk about it, like that's so cool because you're using it anyways, right? So there's two kinds of ways this could go. A collaboration, which is more for usually unpaid. A collaboration, they might send you something for free in exchange that you post about it. That's really cool if you just want some free stuff. And then there's a partnership where it would be a paid partnership / sponsorship, because they're sponsoring you through product and money. And if you're thinking right now, like, well, I only have 1,000 followers, I barely have 1,000 followers, that's okay. There are companies out there, there's a new thing, or it's not even new anymore, but it's called micro influencers. And they are looking for accounts with a small but strong following or strong and loyal following, who they know when they post something to their audience, that the audience is going to trust them. The audience is going to be loyal and committed and say like, oh, if she's got it, I want it, that sort of thing. And I have a whole script on how to pitch to these companies. If you are in my Mom Boss program, I have it typed up and I will be sending it to you soon. So how to pitch yourself if they're not running to your door, how to present yourself as like a really a great option for them to invest in. Okay, so then network marketing, which you might have heard before, but if you aren't familiar with the term, basically network marketing is selling a product or service through a company or system. And then you would have an upline and you would create a downline where people would sell under you and you would get residual income from that, which is pretty cool. If you have a brand, or if you're doing Beachbody, Isogenics, any of those, and you love the products, that's awesome. For me, I'm still waiting for my dream network marketing company to come into my life and I can just like go for it. You know, I haven't found one that like truly aligns with what I want. Maybe I'll have to like make my own, and then we could all be network marketers in the same company together. Okay, then next you could sell a product or service. So that's what I was talking about. What I was doing, I was creating these little packages. I was creating these little workout guides. These are literally just PDFs that I would make on my computer. Or you could sell a service. You could offer coaching. You could offer mentoring. You could offer in-person stuff. My sister, you guys, this is a great, if you love whatever you love, and I'm all about turning passions into products or into profits. So my sister hired someone a couple years ago, and she loved organizing. My sister paid her to come to her house and go through all of the drawers and cabinets and organize everything, like Marie, whatever her name is on Netflix. Like this girl that's what she did. She loved organizing, so people would pay her to go to their house. So I'm not saying you should go clean people's houses or organize, but like if you love organizing, there's a job for that. There's a need for that. So start thinking about what you love and how it could serve other people. Virtual assistant, this is kind of cool, and it's for a very specific type of woman. But if you would love to work on a business, but you don't really feel comfortable being like in front of the business, you want to do some behind the scenes stuff, or if you're really skilled in certain areas, if you're super organized, if you're a math whiz, if you're a techie kind of person, if you have some really creative ideas, but you don't know what to do with them. And there are business owners and entrepreneurs and women out there looking for virtual assistants. I cannot tell you, it is in such high demand. If you can help out someone in such a simple way, oh, I'm telling you guys, like it's just endless. That's a very fun way to make money from home. You get to make your own hours. You get to decide the tasks that you're willing and not willing to do. This could even be like responding to emails for people, or organizing their emails, or just making folders. Like there's just so many opportunities. So those are the key points that I wanted to share with you. Now, if you are doing these things and you're being consistent and you're staying committed and you're continuing to try, even if it doesn't work, like even if those affiliate marketing things aren't working for you, or if no one is sending you free products or wanting to collaborate, like you have to keep trying. Like you have to stick with it. So I want you to start thinking, like, imagine if you could have an extra $1,000 a month, or imagine if you had more than that and you didn't have to rush out of the house with your kids to get to work on time. Imagine if you could work part-time hours and make a full-time income. Imagine if you had tons of energy for your family because your job wasn't sucking life out of you and it was actually fun and something you enjoyed to do and it was easy. I just want you to imagine that. So with that being said, I am so excited to announce that I am hosting Mom Boss Coaching 2.0. This will be the second time through. You asked for it, so I am doing it again. We are still wrapping up the first round of Mom Boss Coaching, and I cannot wait to share these women, the testimonials from the women who are in the group coaching now and have transformed over the last 10 weeks. We still have 2 weeks left, but I want to help you. If this is something you're still here, you're still watching, so thank you. If you are really wanting this, if you're like, I want that all in, that the real deal financial freedom, like I want to start this. I want to make it a big thing in my life. And you want to stop missing out on baby snuggles and start working a job you love, then this is for you. And what we do in the coaching is we go over, getting started, like going over that dream, that financial freedom. Like, what does that look like to you? What are you passionate about? What would be easy for you? And how can we turn that into profits? How can you turn your passions into profits? Then really developing the courses and the programs, what you're going to be offering, growing your social media, connecting with your audience, building a business model that will be easy for you to follow, whether that's active, passive, or residual income. We'll go over sales money mindset, how to make money and keep money, how to invest your money, and then websites and systems. So if you are not techie at all, that is totally fine. If you don't have a creative bone in your body, that is also totally fine. I share with you, like you can ask the girls who are currently in my group coaching. I show you everything, like how I run my business, and I help you implement it into yours. So the spots for this are limited. We start on July 15th, which is in less than 3 weeks. Like doing the math in my head, I think. It is coming up. So spots are limited, and I do have an application process for this. So if you're thinking about it, I'm going to post the link for it right here in the box. If you are like, I want to fill out this application because I need to get my name on the list, you will be getting an email soon after you respond. So Again, spots are limited. There is an early bird bonus. So anyone who joins before Monday, July 1st, which is a week from Monday, will receive a bonus one-on-one private call where it's just you and me like this, discussing everything that you need to hear, every concern you have, where you're at. Really, I get to dive deep and see your potential and kind of craft what your business would look like based on where you're at. A full hour, just you and I. That is a bonus that will expire on Monday, July 1st. And I encourage you to jump on this because some of the girls who are in my Mom Boss coaching didn't do it. And I'm like, no, we need a one-on-one call. You should have, like, we need more time together. So just having that extra hour, especially at the beginning, is super helpful. So if you're like thinking, I'm probably going to sign up for this and you're waiting, don't wait. So now I'm going to open up to Q&A. So if you have any questions about this program, about making money from home, about getting started, about putting yourself out there to make money, staying committed, all those things, please ask them now. If I don't get any questions, you guys, I am going to hop off. But okay, how do you help your mentees find what their thing is? Sandra, I have a whole process for this. We start out by asking or just doing some real deep reflection and saying, all right, what am I really good at? What am I good at? What do I really enjoy doing? What do people come to me for? What's easy for me to do? And a lot of times it's things that you don't realize. Just sit down with those questions and just think about them for a minute. What are you passionate about? All of these things. So, and you can be multi-passionate. I am. I love lots of things, not just one. And that's a common misconception, is that we think we have to only have one thing we're passionate about. And that's not true. We're all multi-passionate. And our passions change because we change, right? All right. I'm not a mama yet. Can you still join? Yes, Kristen. Yes, we had 3. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it yet, but okay, maybe I won't. Okay, so some of the women in the program are pregnant or got pregnant during their program, which is really cool. So we got to be part of it, I feel like. Yeah, and you trying to conceive, pregnant, mom, not mom, never want to have kids. It doesn't matter. I designed it so that it is accessible for moms who are at home and want to make money, or are working full time and want to, work from home eventually. Is this program good for not solely online businesses? Is this program good for not solely? I would say yes. I can't see who this question is from, but yeah, absolutely. I think the things that I go over, the business structure and really figuring out what you're good at, and the way that I coach is good for, no matter what kind of business you have. Also, if you're not an online business, I would love to help you, expand in that way, get online, grow a social media account, really connecting with a larger audience. So yes. Okay, Ediana's on. She said, this is an amazing opportunity. If you're considering it, go for it. Thank you, Ediana. Yes, she's one of my girls right now, and she has done such an amazing job. What a transformation over the last 10 weeks. All right, Megan's asking, how do you get people interested in what you are selling? I'm having problems getting people into my online yoga videos. Megan, who are your people? Who are they for? That's the first thing, is getting really clear on who they're for. What makes your yoga videos different? Ashley, I've already started my own business about a year ago, but I've only had 1 paying client. I feel ya. That whole time, I've given lots for free to get reviews, but so far it's just not growing. Is there help? Yeah. So Ashley, I would really want to dive into your business. What is this product? How you're putting it out there? Who are you putting it out there to? Because this is something I'm noticing is, for example, I created my Instagram anonymously. I did not want my friends to follow me. I did not want my family to follow me. I never had like a regular Instagram account or I have a regular Facebook, but I don't use it for business. I kept them very separate. So as I grew my Instagram following, it was very specific who I was talking to. It was women into fitness. So when I started marketing and promoting what I had to offer, I was marketing to the right audience. I wasn't marketing to my family and friends. So I'm curious if you are, marketing to your family and friends, and maybe that's why you're not getting the response. Or if your offer is not clear, ask Ariana. We just talked about how to craft an irresistible offer in my Mom Boss coaching, and I would love to share it with you. So how do you balance content creation and promoting? Content creation and promoting. Do you mean just like regular kind of content and then promoting, Lauren? Because content creation, I'm at the point where I am a creator. I have tons of ideas all the time. That's why I talk so fast, just because like my words or my mouth is trying to keep up with the thoughts in my head. So I have a ton of ideas. Creating content has never really been an issue. Well, actually, it kind of was. I lied. Let me take a step back. It was an issue when I wasn't clear on who I was talking to. Once I got clear on the woman I was talking to, the pregnant woman or the newly postpartum woman or the woman who wants to stay at home with her kids and work from home and make money, then it was really easy to connect with them to create content. Promoting, there are like formulas out there that's like 20% or 80% of your post should be just valuable content, and then 20% should be promotion or marketing sale type of. Is that what you're asking, Lauren? I think I'm kind of like confused about. Does that make sense though? Yeah, so you can have like a nice balance. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, so all right. If you girls haven't clicked the application link yet, I encourage you to do so. I will be sending out an email with, oh my gosh, I see people filling it out already. This is so exciting. I cannot wait to get back to you. So if you if you have any questions for me about the application or about the Mom Boss coaching, you can certainly email me. I'm going to type my email in here. Yay. With any questions that you have, I also have the link to the application available on the sales page. Take advantage of the early bird bonus. It is so worth it. Ariana, do you want to hop on right now? Because we totally can. Here's what I'm going to do. Ariana, I unmuted you, so you can at least talk if you wish. But Ariana has been in my group coaching for the last 10 weeks.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for everyone in here. I'm actually currently working on my guide as we speak.
Yay.
I am so excited. And girls, this would have not been possible without him. I'm not even kidding. Like, I just hopped on here. I'm like, let me see what's going on with the girls, but totally do it. I did the early bonus and it was so worth it to have that whole hour. I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes because Kim is generous that way.
And I love talking.
Yes, no, but it was so helpful. She walked me through everything that I needed, all my questions, and I was so stuck. I was this one girl who I'm like, I know I want to do this, but I don't even know what I'm passionate about, what I'm good at, what people come to me for. And Kim will let you know what that is. She will work it out of you, trust me. And after that call, that one-on-one call that I had with her, I had so much clarity. It was just, I'm like, oh my God, you just blew my mind. So totally recommend that if you guys are going to join, totally do the early bonus. I do not regret it, not one bit.
And tell them how old your daughter is.
She is 5 months.
And you were working full-time when you enrolled too, which is like a big deal.
Yes, working full-time, 60 to 70 hours a week with a baby. And I said, nope, I can't do this anymore. I need to spend more time with my baby. I mean, she was barely 2 months old when I had to go back to work. So that was the hardest time that I had to go through as of yet. And it was just not fun. So that's when I found your page and I said, you know what, I'm going to jump on this and I'm going to see what this is all about. And I can be proud of saying that I'm actually working on my own program right now. And I feel so confident about putting it out there in the universe. Mm-hmm. And I think that, I mean, I know for a fact that none of this would have been possible without this coaching. So.
You are so sweet. And the thing about Ariana is she really does have so many passions and talents and skills, and she has so much to offer, but so doesn't everyone. Like, everyone has something to offer. So if you're sitting there thinking like, well, I don't have a special thing, you do. And if you need me to point it out to you, I will. I see Maddie's on. Maddie, I know that's you, girl. And I don't even want to crack that open and tell everyone what Maddie has to offer because she is like 10 out of 10 amazing woman. But I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so everyone has something to offer. This program that I am working on, actually, I'm adding to what I already have created through the Mom Boss, I guess I would call it 1.0. And I am so excited to meet you and work with you girls. And yeah, I'm trying to think if I had anything else to ask you. I know it's like ending soon, but what was your favorite part of the group coaching? Oh, she muted herself. I'm going to unmute you. Or she might be busy now. It's okay. She stepped away. But if you girls, okay, so yeah, Maddie, I knew it was you. All right, for your application, what if you don't have an Instagram? That's fine. You don't need an Instagram. Honestly, I put that on there so I can DM you if I feel called to, or if I want to get a hold of you instead of doing like an email or something like that. I could just hop in your DMs. I could slide in your DMs and be like, hey, it's me. I also love voice memoing. I love to voice memo, and I love to sound like little videos instead of typing because it's quicker and it just communicates better, I think, using my voice. So if you girls don't have any other questions, I'm going to hop off because I have a very busy, fun, exciting day tomorrow. Plus, I need to start reviewing these applications that are coming in. And if you missed part of the call, you will be getting an email. You'll get the replay emailed to you so that you can rewatch it, share it with a friend. And again, you can email me any questions that you have. So I cannot wait to chat. Allison, Megan, Sandra, thank you, girls. Thank you so much. I love you and I appreciate you. Have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.